Focus on India Today.
Hey, good evening and thank you for tuning in. I'm Suesha Samant, and yes, senior Congress leader and Rajya Sabha MP Digvijaya Singh, who has triggered a fresh political controversy with an unexpected praise for the BJP and the RSS. Sharing an old image of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on X, Digvijaya Singh highlighted the organizational strength of the RSS and BJP. After mega controversy, Digvijaya Singh clarified that he just praised the organization and he continues to oppose Modi and the RSS. Here's a detailed report on what happened.
Another senior Congress leader questions Rahul's leadership. Former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh and current Congress MP Digvijay Singh stirred up fresh political controversy on platform X. Sharing a black and white photo of Prime Minister Narendra Modi from 1996 and praising the organizational strength of the BJP and the RSS. He highlighted how a grassroots level worker who once sat on the floor could grow within the RSS-BJP organization and become the Chief Minister and then the Prime Minister. Not only this, he even tagged Gandhis and Kharge in the post, indicated that he wanted to send a message directly to the High Command. Amid a mega row, Digvijay Singh clarified that he only intended to praise the organization.
मैं संगठन का पक्षधर हूँ, आरएसएस और मोदी जी का विरोधी हूँ। तो आपको गलतफहमी है, मैंने तारीफ की है संगठन की। If you see my tenure as a PCC president, I have functioned only through a decentralized manner.
But that's not all. A week earlier, he sought organizational reforms within the Congress and took a swipe at Rahul Gandhi while urging for a more pragmatic, decentralized functioning. Digvijay added that it was not easy to convince Rahul, a post that's now pinned on his profile. The BJP was quick to pounce on Digvijay Singh's post and took potshots at Rahul Gandhi.
कांग्रेस हमारी वैचारिक रूप से विरोधी पार्टी नहीं है, वो विचारहीन पार्टी है. कांग्रेस इज फंडामेंटली अ लीडर बेस्ड पावर ओरिएंटेड पार्टी. वी आर कार्डर बेस्ड आइडियोलॉजी ओरिएंटेड पार्टी. जैसे पानी के बगैर मछली छटपटाती है, वैसे सत्ता के बगैर कांग्रेस छटपटा रही है.
However, Congress continues to say that the grand old party's organizational structure remains strong as always.
कांग्रेस का संगठन सृजन का कार्यक्रम पूरे देश में चल रहा है. बहुत ही सफलतापूर्वक अधिकांश राज्यों में ये कार्यक्रम को हमने अमल किया है. आने वाले दिनों में बचे राज्यों में भी ये कार्यक्रम अमल होगा. संगठन के माध्यम से ही इन कार्यक्रमों को और अन्य संघर्ष की जो जितने भी हमारे मुद्दे हैं, चाहे वो एसआईआर हो, वोट चोरी हो, इन सभी मुद्दों को लेकर जनता के बीच में संगठन के माध्यम से जाएंगे.
Earlier, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor also made headlines for skipping Congress meetings and praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi repeatedly. Does the Congress then need to reassess Rahul Gandhi's leadership? Or is the dissent merely background noise?
Digvijay's post came right before the CWC meeting. And with this, the murmurs in the Congress are growing louder that having lost the momentum it gained in 2024, the party needs an organizational boost and revamp to be battle-ready for a challenging 2026. With video journalist Jagannath, this is Mosmi Singh in Delhi for India Today.
And in the latest coming in, Digvijay Singh has defended his praise for the RSS. He said that he continues to remain opposed to the ideology of RSS but admires their organizational skills. In fact, while he did that in the post, he also put out a picture that was doing the rounds on the internet, which had LK Advani sitting on the chair. Narendra Modi was sitting below LK Advani, and that very picture where he indicated that decentralization is extremely important for a grassroots worker to rise up to the ranks of Chief Minister and then Prime Minister is why he admires the RSS and Narendra Modi, but he still opposes the ideology is what he has claimed. Listen in to that statement.
कि राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ की विचारधारा का मैं विरोधी हूँ, लेकिन उनकी संगठन क्षमता का मैं प्रशंसक इसलिए हूँ कि एक ऐसी संस्था जिसका पंजीयन नहीं है वो आज देश में इतनी शक्तिशाली हो गई कि देश का प्रधानमंत्री, प्रदेश के प्रधानमंत्री लाल किले से कहते हैं कि ये विश्व का सबसे बड़ा एनजीओ है। अरे भाई एनजीओ है तो आपका नियम और कानून कहाँ चले गए? लेकिन इनकी संगठन क्षमता का मैं प्रशंसक हूं।
Cutting across to my colleague Rahul Gatum now joining us on the broadcast. Rahul, as far as Digvijay Singh is concerned, he's very clear, especially in the latest statement that he's made, that he's not vying for the ideology. He still opposes that when it comes to the RSS or Narendra Modi, but he is purely vying for organizational reforms within the Congress. And what is so wrong with that?
Well, absolutely. This was the sort of a clarification that was moved in by Mr. Digvijay Singh after the CWC meet was concluded. When we asked him, about his tweet, which he said that I have not praised RSS or BJP. In fact, I've only praised the power of any organization that can actually take you, from the very grassroots all the way to the highest of the country. And in fact, he also went on to say that there is a decentralization exercise that needs to be conducted in the Congress party, clearly suggesting that there is a concentration of power happening in the national capital. Now, many people are deriving many meanings out of the tweets that were put out by Digvijay Singh. Is he suggesting that that Mr. K.C. Venugopal, who is General Secretary of the organization, that he is not living up to the expectations of organization strengthening work, or he was suggesting, or whether because if you go through the tweet that he made on 19th of December, in which he said that it's extremely difficult for anyone to convince Rahul Gandhi. So what is he suggesting, that Rahul Gandhi is a rigid person? So all these are questions that will obviously be answered by Mr. Digvijay Singh in the due course of time. But one thing is very important, that it seems that this is not the first voices that are coming to the fore. We have seen earlier also Shashi Tharoor. There are many more who have already left the party, who have said that all is not well within the organization. Now we have to really wait and watch how the High Command is going to intervene and going to take Digvijay Singh on board. How the grievances of the Mr. Digvijay Singh are going to be addressed, because all this, he's a very seasoned politician, a very senior leader of Congress party, been chief minister twice, is incumbent Rajya Sabha member. So obviously, if he is suggesting something, or if he is making any remark pertaining to the organization structuring or functioning, obviously it would have far-reaching implications as far as Congress is concerned.
Absolutely, Rahul. It's high time the Congress leadership does that. We'll continue to ask all these questions, also get the point of view of our guest joining us this evening, as I'd like to introduce Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Nikhil Jain, who's a political analyst, and Professor Badri Narayan, columnist and political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Very good evening to all our guests. Nikhil Jain, I want to come to you first to understand, why is the Congress getting riled up? Firstly, Digvijay Singh has shown them the mirror, and this is not the first time that a senior leader has done that. Several leaders in the past have been doing that, especially in the last 5 years. Fact remains that the Congress has failed to build a merit-driven structure in a bid to push the Gandhis, especially Rahul Gandhi's leadership.
So, respectfully, I quite disagree with that. The Congress party is one of those parties that has actually promoted quite a lot of people who don't come from any political background, whether it is at the state level, whether it is at the national level. The problem is that Congress right now, because they're not in power, they're facing this, conundrum of doomed if they do, doomed if they don't. When they move forward, somebody like a Jignesh Mevani or a Kanhaiya Kumar, questions are raised and said that why are inexperienced people being promoted? When they raise, push forward somebody like Jyotiraditya Scindia or Milind Deora in the past, then it's called a party of dynasty. When you get the experienced people, then there is a problem. When you get people with a political background, then there is a problem. When you get people without political background, then there's a problem. When you get brand new people, even then there is a problem. Now, I don't really think that these are problems that the Congress party has. Certainly, I'm not saying that the organization of the Congress party is perfect. It does need reform. I do agree with Digvijay Singh. I do agree with the need to decentralize the power structures within the Congress party so that the party can move with a better form of ground contact. But let's not forget that the Congress party is not alone in this. Pretty much every political party in the country operates with a very centralized model. And even the BJP, where the BJP benefits over other political parties, including the Congress, is the fact that the BJP has something like an RSS, which is a very ground connected, very grassroots level organization whose feedback the BJP can use to mount their political campaigns. And I think Congress Party is making a step in the right direction with their Sangathan Srujan Abhiyan, wherein they're revamping their district chiefs, and
Okay.
they're making sure that people at the ground level at least are connected to the ideology and are not just in it for the power play.
Okay,
I
Nikhil, two
don't see a
points
problem
you've
with any
made.
of it.
The first one, in fact, I have an answer to it, but I also want to give our other guests a chance to speak. I'll come back to that. But the second point you made, so basically you are admiring the BJP's model. I want to take this to Sanju Verma, also to understand that while so far it has worked well, and understandably so, the Congress has been going wrong for decades as far as these sort of organizational reforms is concerned, especially when it comes to very senior, talented leaders within the Congress. But what about the BJP that has majorly been harping on the success of Narendra Modi when it comes to electoral gains all these years and questions when you have to face on second line leadership? How do you respond to that?
You know, Swesha, there's this famous Hindi saying. First and foremost, am I clearly audible? Because there
Yes,
seems to
you
be a
are.
glitch. Okay. You know, there's this famous Hindi saying, ताउम्र गालिब मैं ये भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पर थी और मैं आईना साफ करता रहा. So first and foremost, the Congress needs to wipe the dust off the mirror and look at the mirror fair and square. And what does the mirror tell you back? It says that Rahul Gandhi is a leader who under his belt has, to his credit, or should I say discredit, 95 electoral losses. And guess what? He still continues to be the Congress's best bet, and they keep talking about him as a prime ministerial aspirant, barring the buzz in the last few days when Robert Vadra came out openly in support of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and Imran Masood was saying Priyanka Vadra would make for a wonderful prime minister. The top job is, there with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There's no vacancy. नरेंद्र मोदी जी की कुर्सी के लिए कोई वैकेंसी नहीं है. But the moot point is this. I think, as JP Nadda ji has rightly said on umpteen occasions, कहीं की ईद कहीं का रोड़ा भानुमति ने कुनबा जोड़ा. The problem with the Congress party is no ideology, no common minimum program, no electoral connect. You tell me, Swesha, just before the Bihar campaign started, Rahul Gandhi was in Malaysia. In the middle of the Bihar campaign, on the 26th of September 2025, Rahul Gandhi jets off to Peru, Brazil, and Colombia. And then, after a humiliating defeat in Bihar, lo behold, instead of standing shoulder to shoulder with his party workers, Rahul Gandhi decides to go vacationing in Muscat. So the limited point is, politics today is not about, armchair politics. You can't be an armchair politician. You have to be a politician who's willing to burn the midnight oil and willing to be there 24/7, 365 days. Look at Narendra Modi. Look at Amit Shah. They walk, talk, breathe politics. When you talk of the Modi juggernaut, very quickly in 10 seconds. Yes, we were talking about 400 par and we were limited to 240 seats. But thereafter, after June 2024 Lok Sabha elections, Suesha, assembly elections were held in 6 states. BJP won 4 out of 6 states with a strike rate of 67%. The other 2 states, Jharkhand was won by JMM and Jammu Kashmir was won by Omar Abdullah's National Conference.
Right.
Congress's strike rate is 0. But Rahul Gandhi continues to be the best thing after brown bread.
Right. Okay. Sanju Verma, I take your point there. But fact also remains that even the BJP needs to think on the road forward, especially when you're pointing fingers at the Congress with regards to this particular issue. But I want to bring in Professor Badri Narayan at the moment. The posts happened and the Congress went all out. In fact, there was speculation that whether this is an ideological slip. Digvijay Singh clarified, saying that it is not that. He is very clear. It is time for an organizational reform in the Congress, and that is all that he is referring to. He has even pinned that tweet. All sorts of ways and manners in which this tweet was read into. But he is putting out a clear signal to the Congress. How do you read into it?
Yeah, Suresha, I think as far as we know, Digvijay Singh is a harsh critic of the RSS for a longer time. But he always in that process keep close look of the RSS. And now he understands the power of the RSS. And I think every Congressist should understand the strength of the RSS. Because RSS, if you see the history of organization of the world, you can't find any organization like RSS anywhere in the world. is horizontal, it's vertical, it's all pervasive, and their cadres work like day and night, like essence. No, it's because they're missionaries, so they don't have that kind of today we achieve and tomorrow we will not achieve, because they are not achieving that. They always work. So it's a longue durée. Their processes working with the society, and the way they prepare the Vyakti Nirman, the base of the society, the organizational Nirman. So Congress and other parties in the India, they focus on organization, but they don't focus on the individuals. So this works on the individual, prepare the individual like Narendra Modi, like many leaders, and then they also work, prepare an organization. So individual is the nucleus of the organization, and then emotional connect and inspiration, and the sacrifice for the society. And one of the I remember one of the very big RSS card a leader. Leader is not the right word. The Pracharak. He used to say that we will want to live in the society like sugar lives in the milk. So sugar in the milk. So they don't want to be very visible. No, you must be knowing that before this 5 6 years they were not even coming in the newspapers, in the news headlines. But now, because power came, the media gave emphasis on them. They are not interested in that. So they are very much interested in day and night work on this in the society. वो एक कविता है ना, जाग रहा है कौन दिन उधर जबकि भुवनवर सोता है. Yani they always want to be work for the society, for the reconstruction, and that is their strength. And so I think, and they are very good in organizing people. Once Pracharak goes in if you put that
Right.
Pracharak in a
Right.
very,
And that is exactly what Digvijay Singh is referring to. Decentralization. Nikhil, I want to come to you. Two things. I myself asked the BJP saying that they are also largely banking on the success of their leader Narendra Modi. But you can't compare apples and oranges. If you're trying to say Rahul Gandhi, back-to-back failures, how can the Congress go on banking on the same leader despite the performance rate? Secondly, you took the name of Milind Deora, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Sachin Pilot. Fact is that the Congress has been at a loss of talent because of this very manner that they don't want to change when it has to be about giving the others an opportunity. Senior leaders, Kapil Sibal, Digvijaya Singh, Jyotiraditya Scindia was lost again. Ghulam Nabi Azad, who've spoken up, who voiced that it is time for change. But their voices have always gone unheard, and that has led to the Congress to where it is. Fact is, senior leaders have not been given their due, and even when it comes to fresher talent, you're talking about dynasty politics, but have they ever been allowed to move over than Rahul Gandhi? No. Nikhil. All right.
Proposition that you said. Proposition that is. Am I audible now?
Line is still intact.
Am I audible?
Yes, now you are, Nikhil. If you've heard my question,
I'm so
please
sorry.
answer.
Yes. I did hear your question. So first of all, to blame and pin the entire blame on Rahul Gandhi, I think that is quite unfair to the individual, because let's not forget that between 2014 to 17, Rahul Gandhi was the vice president of the party and not the president. He was only the president of the party between 2017 to 2019. After that, it has either been Sonia Gandhi or Mallikarjun Kharge who's been the president of the party. Secondly, I'll tell you an interesting stat to your viewers, and your viewers can go and check that. During the period when Rahul Gandhi was the president of the Congress party, 18 state elections happened in the country. 5 of them were won by the Congress, 5 of them were won by the BJP. Now, I'm not saying that the Congress's organization under Rahul Gandhi was as good as the organization of the BJP under Modi. I'm very cognizant of the fact that the BJP's electoral machinery is miles and miles, perhaps light years ahead of the Congress. But that is the entire point, that we should be comparing apples to apples. When you compare the organization of the Congress, you must compare the organization of the Congress with the organization of the BJP, the funds, the resources. Let's not forget that the Congress party has 133 crores in its bank accounts, while the BJP has over 10,000 crores. The BJP, whether it is electoral bonds or the electoral trusts after that, the BJP receives over 85% of the political donations that are given to all political parties in this country. The BJP has the support, unfettered support from a slew of other agencies. And of course, when you're in power, there is too much that you can give to your workers, to your supporters, to your cadres, to your
Okay,
funders,
Sanju Verma wants to
which the
come in.
Congress cannot do. And lastly,
Can I-
Rahul Gandhi is
After
the
this.
one who is giving the ideological light to the party. He is not the one with the day-to-day affairs of the organization. That is KC Venugopal and Mallikarjun Kharge. Let's not forget.
Okay. Let's bring in Sanju Verma. Over to you.
I will say yes, resources do matter, but resources can never be a substitute for effective leadership. I'll tell you something, Swesha. Do you remember before Hardik Patel left the Congress and joined the BJP, when asked what was the inflection point, he said Congress party में 300 किलोमीटर चलकर कोई राहुल गांधी के लिए यदि चिकन सैंडविच लेकर आ जाए तो उसे कांग्रेस पार्टी में प्रमोशन मिलेगी, पर जमीनी तौर पर जो काम करते हैं कार्यकर्ता उनके हार्डवर्क के लिए कोई रिकॉग्निशन नहीं है. Now let me tell you something. Shakil Ahmed has been a very senior leader from the Congress party in Bihar. He resigned recently saying that in the Congress party there is a coterie. The others don't even have access to Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi. What did Kumari Sailaja say? Though she still is in the Congress party, she said Dalits in Haryana were systematically marginalized, and the same Rahul Gandhi who talks about the downtrodden and Dalits and tribals did not even give Kumari Sailaja a decent hearing. And let me tell you one thing. From 1998 till 2022, barring a few years when Rahul Gandhi took charge, it was Sonia Gandhi who was the high command in the Congress party. Even now, though Mallikarjun Kharge became the Congress president in 2022, when asked about the problems in Karnataka Congress with Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar at loggerheads with each other, he said, मेरे हाथ में तो कुछ नहीं है, कांग्रेस हाई कमांड तय करेगी, मतलब सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी जो डिसाइड करेंगे वही सही होगा. So this high command culture is the undoing of the Congress party, and I am appalled that they refuse to wake up and smell the coffee. My final point is this. Yes, there are dissents, there are problems in every party, but when Vijay Rupani replaced Anandiben Patel in Gujarat as the chief minister, or for that matter, when the late Vijay Rupani was replaced by the current CM, Bhupendra Bhai Patel, many people had not even heard the name of Bhupendra Bhai Patel. And yet, the entire transition was smooth.
Sanju Verma, I'm very short on time. I do agree with your point. Nikhil Jain, fact does remain that the Congress has always given precedence to loyalty over merit, and that is a charge that has been fired by their own leaders time and again, senior and junior. So
After
you
they
can't
have
really
left
get
the
away
party.
from it. Okay, quickly make your point. I need to take this to Professor Badri Narayan. Then we need to close.
Suresha, first of all, whatever any politician says about a particular party after he leaves the political party and very often jumps to the other ship, I don't think that should be given any credence. Everybody has to justify to the people and their voters that this is why they left. Nobody is going to say I left because there was an ED raid on me, or because I wanted a judgment of a palace in my favor, or because I wanted a bungalow in Lutyens, or because I was being given 100 crores. Let's not be dense. We all know why politicians jump ship. Many from the Congress have jumped ship for a number of reasons, and all of them have had the same story, that Rahul Gandhi isn't giving me time and access. This is the same Rahul Gandhi who's giving time and access to the most ordinary people and has made political leaders out of them, whether it is Kanhaiya Kumar, Jignesh Mawani, or to an extent Hardik Patel himself. But when Hardik Patel had a slew of cases on him and he wanted more than the Congress could offer him, not being in government, he jumped ship. So let's not really go into that. And lastly, on the high command and presidency question, the BJP decides president and chief ministers by a parchi system. This is nothing to be proud of. That we made somebody a chief minister.
Nikhil, I'm really sorry. I'm short on time. And to Sanju Verma, see, BJP has also been in a position several times where you have accepted leaders who've been rejected on the basis of votes. You've accepted leaders with a tainted image. You've highlighted their past reputation, which has been tainted, and then you've accepted those leaders. But I'm sorry, I'm very short on time. I want to take this to Professor Badri Narayan, sir. I want to ask you, how much do dynasty politics and centralized decision making impact merit and leadership politics? Because at the moment, it certainly seems like Congress is paying a higher political cost than any other party.
So, yes, you are very right. Actually, this dynasty politics closed the doors for the others, for the commoners. And because of that, party lacks the cadre lacks inspirations and commitment. But they don't see future in that. And this is about the party. You see that the same is happening with the BSP, the same is happening with the Samajwadi Party, with the with the RJD. So BJP in that way is trying to evolve a kind of democratic setup in which every cadre is seeing its future. First thing. Second is, Suresha, 1925 RSS was formed and the CPI also formed on the same time. And today you see where are the CPI on left and where is RSS or the right the ideology. So not only the Digvijay Singh is a symptom or a kind of metaphor. Everyone should understand the commitment and
Right.
aspirations which
Right.
they create in the society for
So
the
one
for
thing
the
is very clear, sir, that if we just take Digvijay Singh's comment at face value, Sanju Verma, I'm really sorry. I know you want to make a point. I'm very short on time. I'm being asked to wrap this. But one thing is clear. He's asking for organizational reforms in the Congress. Not a wrong demand, not a new demand, not a demand that has not been made by other senior leaders of the Congress. Will the Congress finally take cognizance or stick to the Gandhi loyalty is something we'll keep tracking. I want to thank all of you for joining us this evening. Time for us to wrap this debate.